Hi guys, welcome again to our channel. This is Learning American English. Today we're talking about an important lesson. This is modals and similar expression. What is a modal? Modals are those helping verbs which express the mode or manner of the action indicated by the main verbs. They express modes such as ability, possibility, probability, permission, obligation, etc. The most commonly modals are used. We have shall, should, will, would, can't, could, may, might, ought to, used to, need, and dare. And how we to explain that? For example, if you want to ask permission, you have to use modals like may, can, or could. For example, may I come in? Or, could I use your pen, please? If you want to express a possibility, you have to use may, might, or could. For example, we have it might rain during the night. Or, we could do the English exam today. Other option is to give advice or suggestion. In this case, you have to use the modals should, ought to, or have better. For example, you should wear a helmet while riding your motorbike. And the number 4 we have if you need to express necessity or compulsion. You have to use the modals must, can't, have, got to. For example, we must slow down while driving in front of a school. Or, I have got to submit my project by tomorrow. And the other hand, we have to express prohibition. We have to use modals like can't, must not. You can see that these modals are in negative form. For example, you must not talk loudly in the library, or they can play in that place. And finally, we have express a promise or intention. In this case, we have to use the modals will or shall. For example, we will mail you our address, or I shall close the door for you. And we have to follow another rules or tips for using the modals. For example, a modal does not change according to the number or person of the subject. And we can use he can learn or I can learn. You can learn, we can learn, or they can learn. Another one is a modal is always used with a verb in its basic form. For example, we have to use the base form whatever subject or pronoun that you are using. For example, I can run, I may run, I could run, I might run. And the number 3 we have modals can be used alone in response to a question. For example, can you sing? I can. Will you sing? I will. We have to complete on the line. Will she come? She will. For these cases. And finally, we have the number 4. Modals, when joined with not to form a negative, we can contract it. For example, if we have I cannot run, You can say I can't run. I do not run. In this case, you have to write I don't run. And I will not run. You can make the contraction this form. I won't run. Well, finally, we are going to make some exercise. We have 5 statements, and we have to fill the blanks with these verbs. For example, Messi and Ronaldo be good players. They have won hundreds of cups. In this case, you have to use must. And the number 2, we have you pay to use the library. It's free. In this case, you have to write don't have to pay to use the library. Why? Because the library is free. On the third one, it says, my dad be working today. He never works on Sunday. And remember, the Sunday is maybe is not a working day. In this case, you have to write, my dad can be working today. He never works on Sunday. In number 4, we have you go and see a doctor. Your cough is getting worse all the time. In this case, we have to use should, because this is an advice. And finally, in number 5, we have you be 18 to see that film. In this case, it's maybe you have to use must, because it's a rule, it's an obligation that you have to 18 years for see that film. Well, that's all for this, and we are going to see you next time. See you.